Julie, congratulations here. 10 candidates in your race. You ended up with a little more than half the vote, avoiding the runoff. What do you think made the difference?
Women. Women made the difference in this
so?
race. Well, several reasons. You know, women drove the turnout in this race. Over 60%, at least the last numbers, were women voting, and especially older women, because I think they're very upset. They're upset about several things. They're upset about our freedoms being taken away, the attack on women being able to control their bodies, to control their families. But also, what we also heard was they're upset that so many men were trying to tell the most qualified woman that she shouldn't have her opportunity, and they saw themselves in that as well.
The second place finisher is way behind you, Dr. Brian Williams. He called to concede as well. Do you expect endorsements from him and from the other candidates?
I welcome all their endorsements. We need to unify as Democrats to come together if we're going to defeat Trumpism.
Have you asked for the endorsements?
Not yet. I think right now everyone's really tired. It was a long night, but I hope to have conversations with everyone in the near future and see if we can't coalesce together in one voice for Democrats.
Lots of money has already been spent on this race. What do you expect it to cost by November?
A lot. You know, it's expensive to campaign in Texas. Our media market is crazy expensive. There's so many people here. We have hard to reach voters, and it's very expensive to campaign, and so it's important that we have people on the ballot that have the ability to raise those funds necessary so that we can bring our strongest hand in November.
But these races for Congress used to be considered, $1 million races. Now they're a lot more than that. I mean, what do you think this one's going to cost? What would you budget for this one?
A lot. As part of it is you budget for what you can raise and you spend wisely within that, and you do the best you can. So we'll be on an aggressive fundraising campaign to raise as much as we can to be able to reinvest in Democratic turnout in this area. There's a lot of seats that I think we can influence up and down the ballot. House races, our state Senate, our U.S. Senate race, and everything in between that we intend to play aggressively in.
Yeah, well, tell me more about that. It seems like that you think you can really leverage this position, this win, to help other candidates.
Absolutely. That's what Democrats need to do. We have to work together up and down the ballot, which is one of the reasons I had so many endorsements in this race, because people knew I would do that. From the city level to the state level to the federal level. We have to change how Democrats campaign in Texas if we're going to win statewide.
A week or so before the election, a political action committee outside of you ended up making a big ad buy, I think more than $1 million. Right. How important was that in the results on Tuesday?
Well, it was significant. It helped us get our message out to millions of people. As we said, it's very expensive to run in this state with such a large district, almost 800,000 people. It's a lot of space to campaign in, and it just really helped us get a broad message out across yet another medium.
Democrats in the Texas House can arguably get more done than Democrats in Congress. What do you think you can get done in D.C.?
Well, I'm hoping Democrats will be in the majority, and then we'll have the great trifecta. Hopefully, Biden will get reelected. We'll we'll keep the Senate and take back the House. And I look forward. There's so many important things we need to do to pass to help make life better for folks.
If elected first day on the job, what's priority number one?
Restoring access for women to control their own bodies and abortion and health care. We cannot have a society where women took a step 50 years back. Women have to be in charge of their own body, their family, and when and how they become that. So it's critically important. And then also the Equality Act. This for the LGBTQ community, Texas is ground zero for hate and against our community. I'm very excited to be the first openly gay person that will be elected to Congress from the state of Texas and any southern state, and I intend to take that mantle in strong.
You will, of course, face a Republican challenger in November. It's the former city councilman for Dallas, David Blewett. What do you expect that landscape to look like? Are you concerned at all about that election?
Well, you never take an election for granted. I think when you do, that's when you lose. We're going to run a tough campaign. We're going to bring everything we have, the tenacity that we brought to this primary, to our general election. But we feel really strong with the demographics and the outlook of the district. We feel really strong about it.
You mentioned this, but let me ask you about it. We noticed in the numbers that all of the openly gay candidates in Dallas County won the races. You did. State Rep. Vinton Jones is reelected District 100 in South Dallas. Former Sheriff Lupe Valdez, she made the runoff against the incumbent, Marion Brown. What message does that send?
I think it just sends that hate against our community doesn't play. People just want everybody to have a fair shot. That's what everyone wants, is a fair shot for themselves and their family, regardless of the color of the skin, who you worship, and who you love. And I think that message transcends everyone.
Did you notice those results last night?
I did. Benton and I have campaigned a lot together. Our districts overlap, and he's endorsed me. I've endorsed him. He's a good friend. We've worked together in the Texas House. He's going to be a great member.
Congratulations.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.